Dear students, today I am going to teach you the Second World War. Dear students, you are familiar that two world wars taken place. First World War that started in 1914 and over ended in 1918. And in 1919, one Treaty of Versailles was signed, and this is known as Peace Treaty of Versailles. But reality was there. If treaty word I am using, so treaty having some rules and regulation, it will be based on negotiation and mutual trust. But first time happened that a treaty is going on, but treaty was a kind of revenge treaty. Means winner taken revenge from Germany, and Germany was declared guilty for aggression. Many compensation, $33 billion Germany had to pay compensation. Only Germany was declared guilty for aggression. I think this is not possible if war is going on. So I can accept that Germany was guilty for aggression. 90% I can accept, but 10% other were also responsible. But in this treaty, what happened? It was a kind of revenge treaty, and Germany was declared guilty for aggression. And how many industrious area, how many important areas were there of Germany that was snatched? Like Rhine Valley became demilitarized zone, Saarland taken, Alsace-Lorraine taken, all colony of Germany had been taken. So it was a kind of a humiliation treaty. So basically it is said that the seeds of Second World War was seeded by, please pay attention, this is my word, the seed of Second World War was seeded by Treaty of Versailles. Many historians believe that. In this video I am coming to the point, Second World War, and two three keywords I would like to mention here. After that you people will be very much comfortable. Suppose if world will be divided into hostile group, so dear students, you should be very clear that fear will be there, apprehension will be there, mutual hatred will be there, international peace will be in danger, and that will be the negative for humanity. These three words are there, you have to mention everywhere. If only grouping will be there, world will be divided into hostile group. I have taught you in First World War that world had been divided in two hostile group. First one, Triple Alliance. I have taught you that framed in 1882, and Austria-Hungary was first, second was Germany, and third was Italy. I have taught. And to retaliate that Triple Alliance, one more group made that was Triple Entity. England was there, France was there, and Russia was there. So when world will be divided into hostile group, after that what will be the situation? Situation will be fear will be there, apprehension will be there, mutual hatred will be there, international tension will be there, and it will be very dangerous for international peace and security. And finally it was against the humanity. Why I am telling this one? Better if war will be there, so casualty will be there. Only soldiers will not die. Many innocent civilians will also lose their life. And after World War, enormous problem will be taken place. I think world had seen, and by media and print media and by movies, you people are also familiar regarding this. So now going to teach you the causes of the World War II. The First World War and its Harris Peace Treaty sowed the seed for the Second World War. This war was not continuous of the First World War, and similarly in the causes and characteristics are more than superficial. The damage caused by the Second World War suppressed all other wars and brought the world to brink of the complete destruction. Causes of the World War II going to teach. First one, dissatisfaction of the Treaty of Versailles. Just I have taught you, it was humiliation treaty. it was a revenge treaty, and you can write all the clauses of the Treaty of Versailles. And finally, what happened, that created humiliation for the German people. Means any German who is having self-respect, not only German, any other country people, if that this type of treaty will be signed, so any citizen of any country feel humiliation. And same happened in Germany. The Treaty of Versailles, by which the First World War came to end, created more problem than it solved. The treaty demanded annexation of the German territories and creation of the many states that sowed the seed of the bitterness and conflict. In fact, this treaty was based on the spirit of revenge, and Germany was forced to sign a treaty. And one more point I would like to mention: when German representatives were going to the Versailles, where treaty was signed, so they were enchained like a criminal. And ultimatum what given is make signature on the proposal of the Treaty of Versailles, okay, or ready for war. Means means it was a revenge treaty and not given any chance to German government to argue on any clause. Means they had no any option. Means it was forcibly imposed. All the German colonies were forcibly taken away from her, and she was divided into the two parts for the benefit of Poland. She was burdened huge war compensation. I have taught you $33 billion, which she could never pay. Her military power was reduced. The humiliation gave rise to the spirit of revenge, and Germany started looking for an opportunity to do away with the Harris Treaty. But this was not possible without an aggressive policy and armaments. Hence, the war became inevitable. Rise of fascism and Nazism, very detailed I have taught you. Very important point is there. So that is the second reason, rise of fascism and Nazism. And the rise of extreme nationalism in Italy and Germany in the form of fascism and Nazism respectively contributed the cause which led to the Second World War. Italy wanted to revive the glory of the old Roman Empire. I think you know Roman Empire, very well established empire, and given lesson to rest of the world. And Italy wanted to get old position. She joined the anti Comintern Pact in 1937 and formed the 10 years alliance with Germany in 1939. To strengthen her position, Mussolini established the dictatorship in Italy. He opposed the Treaty of Versailles. Italy demonstrated her imperialistic design by attacking Abyssinia. The League of Nations failed to take any action against Italy, which exhibited the weakness of the League. In German, Hitler wanted to re-establish the prestige of the Germany in the international field. He flouted the military clauses in the Treaty of Versailles and declared rearmament. In 1938, he annexed Austria and dismembered the Czechoslovakia. Thus, Mussolini and Hitler drove the countries for the world towards another world war. Policy of appeasement. What is policy of appeasement? Means to accept any aggressive demand of any aggressive nation for the peace is a policy of appeasement. Two examples I would like to mention, then you will understand. Hitler started violation the clauses of the Treaty of Versailles, and England and France has not taken any action. Okay, means sorry, League of Nations not taken any action because of England and France had not taken interest. That is the first policy of appeasement done by England and France. Second time what happened? China attacked on Manchuria. Manchuria was Manchuria means not Manchurian. Manchuria is a province, very fertile zone, and China and Japan attacked on Manchuria and annexed also. And China approached to League of Nations, but due to policy of appeasement done by England and France, League of Nations was not able to check the Japan. That is one more reason. Appeasement refers to the policy of the conciliating an aggression power at the expense of some other country. It means accepting the hostile demand of an aggressive nation to gain peace. Britain and France followed the policy of appeasement towards the dictatorial countries like Germany and Italy because they felt that dictators had a real cause of grievances due to the humiliating term of the Treaty of Versailles, and if their grievances were removed, they would not disturb world peace. Further, they wanted to check the rising tide of the communism and Russian Bolshevik Revolution. Britain and France feared that Germany would divert towards the Russian Bolshevik. They therefore allowed Germany to rearm and remilitarize the Rhineland and captured Austria and Czechoslovakia. So, without the Western countries' policy of appeasement, fascism and Nazism could not have survived so long and would not have been able to unless the Second World War. The policy of appeasement is very negative policy. And Japanese invasion of the China, just I have taught you. Japanese policy of expansion was another cause of the war. Japan's ambition rose after the First World War. She was determined to dominate the Far East. In 1931, Japan intervened the Manchuria and, in spite of the League's opposition, occupied it and set up the government there. Japan also started the undeclared war against the China. In 1931, China appealed to League of Nations to declare sanction against the Japan. Britain and France, the leading member of the League, did not pay any attention to appeal. Japan joined the Berlin-Rome-Tokyo axis to form the Berlin-Rome-Tokyo axis to further its policy of expansion and conquest. In 1933, Japan left the League of Nations and started occupying the British and American properties in China. Britain and France followed the policy of appeasement, thinking that Japan could be used to weaken China. This war was inevitable under the circumstances. And failure of the League of Nations, just I have taught you, due to policy of appeasement, because two powerful nations were there, England and France. And England and France wanted to balance one hand in Russia and one hand in China. And little bit explanation I will give, then you people will be very much comfortable. In Russia, the Bolshevik movement started, means communist movement started, means Labour Party, means the government of Labour. And Russia given one slogan that all workers of the world should united, and you have to get power only. And if all workers will be united, so we can dominate rest of the world. So England was capitalist country, Russia was communist country. So England did not like that if this spirit will spread far and wide, that will be dangerous for my economy. So that's why free hand given to Germany, because they believe that Germany will check Russia. But what happened when Hitler became very powerful? So he started creating ruckus for the rest of the world also. And in China, what happened? China was big country, and England and France did not like that China will be very powerful. That's why when Japan intervened in the China, England and France introduced a policy of appeasement. And same happened when Japan became very powerful. After that, Japan started occupying the territory of the America and England. And after that, they became active. Then it was too late. So going to finalize this, the League of Nations was created after the First World War to prevent further war. However, the League suffered an early blow when the USA did not join the League. Even those who joined the League were not interested in the principle of the collective security. The League of Nations succeeded in allaying the threat of war in case whether the parties are a small nation. The League did nothing when Poland, with the backing of the France, seized a part of the Lithuania in 1920. In 1923, there was a threat of the war between the Italy and Greece. Italy refused to submit to the League's intervention, and dispute was settled by direct mediation of the Great Britain and France. Thereafter, in every crisis, the League was either defined or ignored. The authority of the League was flouted by the Japan when it seized the Manchuria, just I have taught, and by Italy when it conquered Ethiopia. This coercive mechanism of the League was not adequate and performed the task given to it. The economic sanctions were of no use against the determined aggression. Moreover, in the member states were not willing to apply economic sanctions. as it is affected its economy as well as beside the league failed to maintain international peace and security. Countries as Europe lost faith on its usefulness thereafter. Themselves entered into the mutual political and military alliances. And last point, Hitler invasion of Poland, that is immediate cause. And this one in next video I will teach you the immediate cause of the Second World War. Thank you.